My name is Angelika Jakiela. My name is Angelika Jakiela, and I created a technique entitled Almost Effortless Holding Technique, a technique used to hold objects without holding objects. This technique is recommended for those who don't have many muscles, for those that can't strain their heart, for those with a hernia, for those that cannot lift anything heavy, and for those with or without certain disabilities. This technique is safe and can be used by humans of all ages. About the technique involves holding an object with both hands and moving one's hands lightly on the object. Near the object slowly, a bit at a time, while barely touching or holding it, almost as if not touching or holding it at all. Please note, this technique is recommended to be used for holding or lifting light objects that a human only has physical capabilities for to hold or lift. The person must have enough muscles to hold what object they choose to hold. Every human is different and must think first about what their physical capabilities of holding objects are, and what size objects they can hold, and then use the holding objects without holding objects technique. To hold objects as in not holding them without straining their heart muscle. This technique takes a bit of time to learn. This technique is easy to learn and becomes easier to do with practice. Please use this technique when needed and let others know about it. This technique is very helpful and especially of use to those who may not have much muscle strength, to those that do not want to strain their heart muscle, to the elderly, and to those with certain disabilities. I hope all who use this technique find it of great help, and I hope it makes all your lives easier as it did for me. I will use this example for the almost effortless holding technique to use to hold objects without holding the objects. For example, when holding a bottle of water, a human might hold the bottle lightly with their hands and then move the hands very slowly on the bottle, very slowly, delicately on the bottle with both hands, holding it and moving the fingers and hands a little bit at a time, slowly, as if almost not holding the bottle at all. When the object is not too heavy, such as a bottle or a cup or a ball, a little bag to hold, any object that is not too heavy for someone to hold, but someone needs to hold, and might already have a damaged heart, so doesn't want to strain it. This technique is very useful. It's very helpful for disabled people. Angelika, Jakiela, use it myself. It's useful for even opening certain doors, to lightly move the hand on the handle if it's not too heavy, To move the hand slowly and open the door a bit at a time and let go, move the hand away delicately on the handle and open the door lightly with almost not holding the door handle at all. Doesn't strain the heart and doesn't require many muscles. This is helpful for many people. Again, this is a technique, takes a few thought process, but one get used to it. If one must have some patience, but is very helpful to human health. So again, to hold, for example, this bottle, a human would hold the bottle in both hands and lightly move the hands a little bit at a time and the fingers on the bottle to hold it very delicately and keep moving the hands a little bit at a time, almost as if not holding the bottle at all. The hands move almost on the bottle, not holding it, and it requires not many muscles. It requires more thinking than actually using muscles, and it doesn't strain the heart. This is very useful for opening the holding light packages, small objects. Those with more muscles can use these as well, but they can hold more objects that are a bit heavier. Might be helpful to them as well. But this is more for humans that are disabled or can't strain their heart much, but it was very helpful to lift things very slowly, patiently, without straining their heart and not having to use many muscles. I hope this technique is very useful to everyone. Again, it is called the almost effortless holding technique. My name is Angelika Jakiela. I created this technique. I found it useful for myself when I created this, so I choose to share it with everyone else, and I hope it's helpful to everyone else who can use this technique. It's very helpful. I couldn't lift many things when disabled, but this helped me a lot in opening doors, doing things I couldn't with not much was left. Didn't strain my heart. I could lift small objects and move it lightly, focusing on moving my hands lightly over the object, almost as if not holding it at all. Please share this technique with everyone who needs this in the world. I think it's very helpful to everyone. Even little kids can be taught this to hold small objects without straining their heart. Little kids, disabled kids, the elderly, any human that needs to use this. It takes a bit of learning, but a little patience, and it's easy to do, and it strains the heart a lot less. Thank you for listening, and may all your health be proper.